Hi guys, my name is Tony Woods and I'll be taking you through the SISNI guitar method, Fundamental Chord Shapes, book number 1. Okay guys, so I believe this brings us to lesson number 6. We're still studying our open chords in the key of G, the G chord, the C chord, the D chord, the D7, and the E minor. So today I'm going to give you one more exercise because I believe practice can get very redundant and boring. So I try to give you several different songs you can use to practice the same exact lesson, which right now is our open chords in the key of G. So today I'm going to give you one more. The song is called Drift Away, and you can download, this isn't in your book, so you can download the free JPEG at the guitarschoolofrichland.com website. I believe they'll post that for you. Download that free JPEG, and when you've got it, come on back and let's go through this song, okay? So here we go. We are going to start out, maybe we'll review our open chords one more time. Let's make them all together, okay? So we are going to make our G chord by putting our first finger down, the second finger on top, and your pinky or third finger down here. Make sure that these two fingers are both in the same fret, and we're going to strum all the strings. That's our G chord. So we take the fingers off, confuse them a little bit, and then let's put them back on. G chord, first finger, second finger, pinky or third finger, and we strum the whole thing. And I would take them off and put them back on. That would be your practice for the G chord. Then we move to the C chord. We're going to make the C chord first finger, second finger, third finger. We're going to call this the diagonal chord, in case you're looking for little names to help you remember the difference between them. This is our diagonal chord. We don't strum the top string, and we strum all the other 5. That's our C chord. Okay, let's make that C chord one more time. Confuse your fingers. Let's put it back on. First finger, second finger, third finger. Now, if you're lucky, what you're hoping for is that you make the chord so many times that your hands can make the C chord before you even put it on your guitar. One thing you can do to practice is when you're at work or when you're at school, you can even just make the chords on your wrist. They won't be exact, but if you could just try to imagine your G chord, imagining it in your head will do a lot towards helping you remember this pattern. So you can imagine your G chord like this. Confuse your hand. You could imagine your C chord looking something like this. You could imagine your D chord looking something like that, maybe even your D7, and your E minor is just the 2 fingers on top. So if you're at school or at work, I might practice imagining those chords and making the shape that you feel those chords are. So anyway, back to the C chord. Ideally, what you want to hope to do is be able to put that chord down all at once. Right now we're putting it down 1 finger at a time, but as soon as you can remember what finger goes where, I'd start trying to lay down the chord, all the fingers at one time. So anyway, for now, first finger, second finger, third finger, strum. On to the D chord, first finger, second finger, third finger, and remember this is making a little arrow or a little triangle. We're going to strum just the bottom 4. Don't strum the top 2 on that D chord. Now we make the D7. First finger back here. 1 on top, 1 on bottom. And the G. First finger, second finger, third finger. Okay, we're going to use all of those in our new song today and one brand new chord. We're going to make an A minor chord today. So the easiest way to make an A minor chord is start out with your C chord. First finger, second finger, third finger. Remember we call this the diagonal chord. So start out with that C chord, and then what you're going to do is these 2 fingers are going to stay put. This third finger, we're going to lift it off, put it right underneath this second finger in the same fret underneath it, so on the 3rd string. Alright? That's an A minor chord. Kind of have a Spanish sound to it. So, A minor is our brand new chord for today. It'll be written on your PDF when you download that, okay? This is Drift Away again. So, let's make the C chord our diagonal chord. And to make the A minor, we're going to leave these two fingers, move this one, put it right underneath. You may have to move this one back a little bit so you can fit them both in that same fret. A minor. Okay, I'm going to strum through Drift Away with you. We're going to start with a G chord for 4 beats, but the song melody doesn't actually start until you hit that C chord in the second measure. Alright, so we got a G chord here first, 4 beats. Switch to the C chord, the diagonal chord. We're going to strum that for 4 beats. Back to the G. You know, let me back up one measure. I'll do that C chord with you again, and I'm going to try to hum the song, okay? Here we go. Well, day after day I'm more confused. Yet I look for the light through the pouring rain. Beginning to think that I'm wasting time. That was a little fast change. Should slow it down a little bit for you. A minor, make the C chord, move one finger. That's your A minor. But I'm feeling no pain. C chord, ain't it a shame? Now we're to the chorus. G chord. Give me the beat, boy, free my soul. A triangle chord, I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. The diagonal chord. Give me the beat, boys, free my soul. Triangle chord. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll. The diagonal chord. And drift away. Ended on the G chord. Alright guys, boy, that lesson went fast. We are at a time. So drift away, an extra exercise for you, and I'll catch you in the next lesson. Have a great day, practice hard, see you soon.